Morning, friends. Hi, good morning. How are you today? I'm 2 minutes late and a little out of breath. I just ran to the printer. Now I'm going to go run to do something else. I'll be right back. Here I am. In case it isn't obvious, I am flying solo today. And through a series of events, no one was able to come and produce our Facebook Live. So we're going to have a bit of a modified version as I try to do it myself. I am looking at the screen right now and I see that there's one person on, but I don't know who it is. So hopefully I will also be able to see the comments that you have, and I can see that my microphone seems to be working. So if you can hear me, that would be great if you said something. I almost said if you can't hear me, tell me, but you won't be able to hear me say that. So, hi, Joan. I see that Joan is here with us. And I talked to Irene this morning. She is in the great state of Maine, going to the Maine Quilt Show. And she and her friend Pat are really having a wonderful morning. They were excited and at breakfast. And yesterday, Irene went to, she told me the name of the place, but I don't remember. But she was looking at their punch needle kits and wondering about ours, which is just dawning on me. I'm going to have to run and get that too. But and Brenda's homesick, so we're praying for a speedy recovery for her. But today is Thursday, July 24th, and if you haven't been here before, my name is Tara Tom, and we are here at Town and Country Quilt Shop in Albion, New York, where it's going to be a hot and steamy day. So I've already started the air conditioners running, and I am only wearing this sweater to get into the Christmas spirit because, as you may have noticed, the quilt shops are getting the Christmas fabric in. So I am no exception. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Debbie. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a nice hot cup of coffee to start your day with. All right, so what else was I going to say? I left my script over there too, and there's no one here to fetch it for me. So hang tight for a second. I'm going to grab my notebook, and I'm going to grab our punch needle kit so I can tell you a little bit about that, and I'll be back in a flash. So look at this great quilt behind me while I'm gone. Hi, I'm back. All right, so we do have a few announcements to make. We've got some fun stuff happening in August. July, we kind of were recovering from the shop hop and kind of laying low and letting everybody just enjoy the summertime, because I know that here in Western New York, it is kind of a short season. So we want to make the best of it. So I don't know if you are a follower of Instagram, but last night or yesterday, I heard on the radio that it was Vanilla Ice Cream Day. So we went out for my mom's birthday, and I got myself some. I'm just seeing a text from Barb. Barb, I can't text you, but come on over. There is a Facebook Live, and we're doing it. So anyway, we went and got some vanilla ice cream. Oh, hi, Barb. I just saw your text. And we celebrated, and it's just great. I love summer. I love going out to ice cream. I love seeing all the kids home, and even seeing them at Walmart with their overwhelmed moms. I remember being one of those. So yeah, so we've been enjoying our summer too. But we have also been getting ready for some fun stuff in August. The first thing is that from August 1st through 12th, we are going to be playing videos that we have yet to produce, but will next week, that are highlighting some of our most fun gadgets and it's going to be very similar to the 12 Days of Christmas promotion that we did last Christmas time. And what is going to happen is we're going to show you a new tool or product every day from August 1st through the 12th, and you can purchase it if you want to. Of course, you don't have to purchase it, but you might find some things that you didn't know existed that are going to make your lives more fun. So every day we'll present one of those, and if you would like to purchase it, go ahead by the time that day is over. And if you do that for 6 of the items, you're going to get a coupon. I can't remember the amount, but we'll have the details for you later. And then if you purchase all 12 of the items, you're going to get a better coupon and a free gift. So we're really looking forward to that. That's a fun way to sort of get back into the swing of things because fall is back to sewing season. So we're looking forward to that. So stay tuned. That will be on Facebook, and we might even do it on Instagram too. We'll have to see if we have the savvy to figure that out. But that is the plan, that we're going to do that. And then in the middle of that time, we're going to be having a Beat the Heat in-house retreat. As I mentioned, we have some air conditioning units that are super helpful, and they have kept our classroom nice and cool. So if you're tired of either not being able to sew because you're too hot or being too hot while you sew, then we'd love to have you join us. There are still a few spots left for that, and that is going to be August 8th through the 10th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'd love to have you join us. The other thing that's coming up in August is we are going to be showcasing all of our fall classes. So we have a great offering. We really try to offer a great variety of things. Some are fall themed, some are even Christmas themed, and we just can't wait to show you what we have. And the teachers will be here from 10 to 12, and that's August 23rd. That's a Saturday. I will not be here because we are taking my girl back to Virginia Beach for college, and it's going to take 3 of us to do that. So that's going to be where I am on that day, but you're going to be in good hands with all of the teachers, and Haley will be here too. So yeah, that's going to be fun. We got lots of stuff on the horizon. The other last announcement I have, and you've probably heard this because we've been kind of saying it a lot, is that we are making a change to our shop hours beginning August 1st. So beginning in August, we're going to be open only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Wednesday and Friday and Saturday are going to be our regular hours. And for the weekdays, that's going to be 11 to 4. And on the weekend, Saturday, we're open 10 to 2. But we're going to be extending our hours on Thursdays. So Thursdays, we're going to be open at 10 a.m. right after we wrap up the Facebook Live until 6 p.m. So that if you are someone who works during the day and gets off at 5, we'll have an hour that you can come in. Or if you get off at 4, obviously you'll have more time. This is for our teachers and anybody who just really wants to stop in and grab something on your way home from work. We are going to be available for that. So, and what we're not going to be available for is, except for classes that are scheduled on Tuesdays, which there will be some, we're not going to be open on Tuesdays. So just set your calendars, and I'm sure it won't take long to figure out. And we'll also have that extra hour in the morning on Thursdays. So if you're the kind who likes to get out in the morning and get your errands done and you don't really want to wait until we open at 11, then Thursday's going to be your day, because we'll be here at 9, well, before 9, but we won't be open until 10 once we recover from getting everything picked up from the Facebook Live. So, all right, so those are our announcements. And the next thing I want to talk about, I kind of alluded to, and that is our pre-order deal of the month. Every month we have been doing something fun. Sometimes it's a little bit pricey. It's always discounted, and it is for pre-order. So you're going to be able to order this from now, well, from July 1st actually, until the end of the month. And then after that, this deal is over, and you can certainly purchase the items in here, but we're going to fill those orders and deliver them in the first week of August. And this month we are talking about punch needles. So this is mine, and I've been using it, so it doesn't look new anymore, but it is a project bag, a nice transparent project bag. And then all of these skeins of chunky thread, which is a Lori Holt Riley Blake product. It also has inside a pattern, the spring pattern of punch needle patterns, and all of the items to make this one, the bird, for the spring pattern. You see I've got some more friends coming on. And also a punch needle. Now this is the instruction book for the punch needle. And then I want to show you the actual needle, because Irene had a question for me this morning that I thought maybe some of you also might have. So this is my punch needle. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. It's already threaded with the chunky thread. You can see it hanging down there. And you can see the needle is right up here. And then this is the plunger, which you use to set the depth. Right here is the depth. And this needle, which came in the package, which is right here, comes with some extra sizes. So Irene was wondering if she could use the same needle with, I think she said pearl cotton. And the answer is yes. That would be the medium size, which I'm pulling out. It also has two different springs. This is the spring for the smaller needles in my hand. I also have the threader here. And then the spring for the larger needle is in my punch needle. But this is the medium. I know you can't see it very well. We'll put it between me and my sweater. And then this is the small. So the medium would be used for pearl cotton or anything that's not really yarn weight. The large is used for this chunky thread, which is a baby yarn weight. And then the small one could be used for if you do embroidery floss, like a DMC embroidery floss. So yes, the answer is yes. This needle is multi-purpose and multi-use, and you can use it with those other weights of thread medium. So put that away so I don't lose it. And this is our kit just to get you started. We are hopeful that we will have some friends who will want to do some punch needling together in the fall, and we'll be putting out an interest list for that. But this whole kit is going to be, I don't remember, and I don't have a sticker on mine. So you'll have to look on the website because I don't remember and I don't want to misquote you. So speaking of looking on the website, if there's anything here that you see that you are interested in, you want to know the price, you want to know other details about it, all you need to do is go to our website, which is Town and Country Quilter, Quilt Shop, not Quilter, townandcountryquiltshop.com, and you can click on the Facebook Live tab, and then you will see everything that we have. And actually, another announcement, I'm pretty excited about this. We have been working on a website remodel. So you're probably used to the way it looks now, and it's pretty, but it's kind of getting a little bit shabby and dated maybe. So I have asked an old friend of mine if she would be willing to remodel it. She's not really a friend, but she's a very helpful gal who really knows what she's doing. Not that I don't like her, I just don't know her that well. And she is remodeling our website, and I have snuck a little peek into what she's doing, and it's going to be beautiful. So you're going to see that coming up soon as well. That might be debuting in August. I'm not sure. We've got some work here to do on our end, and she's been working hard on her end. So we're really excited about that. And we wanted to share, or I wanted to share. I am only one person. But all right, so we've talked about the punch needle starter kit. I know that some of you have already ordered it, and we're getting excited about that. And the other thing we're getting excited about is, and you've already seen a sneak peek, but not of the whole thing. So I have here the Santa's Tree Farm line of fabric designed by Lisa Audit for Riley Blake. And you actually, I was hoping that you could see this stack, but I don't think you can. I'm going to see if I can move it over. But I'll do that after I show you the different prints that are available. So I have one stack here. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can hopefully see it. This stack I'll hold it up for just a sec because it's pretty heavy, but I do want you to see the whole stack together. This is what I would call the light blue colorway of this fabric. And you can see if you just use these fabrics in a project, you could have a very nice, snowy, light blue, beautiful quilt, table topper, whatever. But it also has in the line this more, these are kind of more warm and green and classic Christmas colors grouping. So I'm going to hold this up if I can. We'll see if I'm strong enough. All right, so there's the green and red classic colorway. And then I showed you the blue colorway. And I'm going to show you all the different prints. So the prints come mostly, I would say probably 90% of these are in blue, red, and green. So I'm going to show you the blues. This one I don't think comes in green, but it does come in red. So this is what they're calling, I don't remember what they're calling it, and it doesn't say on the label, but the color is sky, and this is some fun snowflakes and looks like some swirling wind. And that really is the color of the sky, so gives you a very wintry feeling. This one also comes in red. Got it over in the other stack. And then they also included some really fun plaids. This one is the multicolor with the blue and the taupe and the green and the red. And then we have one that is green and one that is red. So lots of different colorways on that. Same thing is true of this print, which is a sky blue behind with some pine fronds and holly leaves, and that's a very pretty sort of organic print. And these are all, as I said, Riley Blake, so you know it's going to be a great quality of fabric. And then this one they made with a green background and also a white background, and I'm going to show you the blue background. And we have already talked about this one before. This is the large scale print, which would look great in one of those 3-yard quilts that has the opportunity for the big block. So this is the large scale. This is like a scene on a Christmas tree farm. You've got the trees and the signs and the reindeer. I just love these prints. They were originally watercolors, and I have a soft spot in my heart for watercolors. So those are great. And if you recognize in the name Lisa Audit, she is also the designer of the Trick or Treat line that we recently mentioned and have a kit coming for. So this is similar to the one that I showed you with the sky, only this is white background, light blue snowflakes. Super sweet. And then this is one that they did in both the dark green and the light green and this blue and white background. So let's not do it upside down. So this is sort of a woodland scene with some winter trees with no leaves, and then some other fir trees, and probably a moose and a bunny. So yeah, this is a great representation of the line. And I love how they did it in like both warm and cool tones, so that depending on how you decorate in your home, you can be ready for that. And they also have 2 free patterns. The first one is this one, and this utilizes a panel, which I didn't bring out today. And we have this in a free pattern, and then you can see the little box there. We have the box kit for that, which is right here. Santa's Tree Farm Panel Quilt. And the finished size of this one is 64 by 64. And I'm sorry to say I can't tell you what the price is, again, because it's not marked. So, but that is the boxed kit. And if you didn't want to buy the boxed kit, the pattern is free and you can make it yourself. You could put different colors around. Maybe you don't like this green that's around the trees. You could do it in a blue. So it's very versatile and super cute. So we're excited about that. And then it also has another free pattern with the line, and you can just find these at rileyblake.com. Look for free patterns, and that is this sweet little table runner. So you can have 2 trees and a gift in the center. And as before, you could do these in other colorways. So we thought that would be a great thing to let you know about, so that you can kind of change it up, or you could even go download this pattern and use it with different fabrics. So it's a little fun thing that Riley Blake is doing for all of us. All right, so that is all of our new Santa's Tree Farm fabric. And we also have fat quarter bundles, but that's over there, and there's nobody to go get it for me. So you'll just have to use your imagination on that one. All right, so the next thing is we have some new items that maybe you didn't know about because they weren't here before. Maybe you already know about them and we just are new to having them. But one of those, this definitely everybody knew about this, but someone asked me for one of these and I was like, oh my gosh, how can I be a sewing shop and not have one of these? This is your classic, just like your grandma had, Singer flexible measuring tape. Super handy to have around, and maybe yours broke or whatever, and if so, we have them for you. So that is from Singer, and it is 144 inches long, so you can measure 12 feet or less. The other thing, which I think is super fun, I may actually make one of these for myself. This is the Quilt As You Go. It's a product by June Taylor where it gives you like a piece of batting. Let's see if you can see it a little better. It includes a piece of batting in the directions, and you would sew your fabric on these sew lines, and then when you're done, it's already quilted. And I think that you probably just need to bind it. This one you're going to need to do a little assembly, but this product has both the sewing machine cover and what are they calling that? And a caddy. So that's the little thing that hangs down and holds your tools for you. So that is going to be a super fun thing to work on. So we have a few of these in stock. I don't remember how many. So those are our new things. And we also, in case you were wondering why I'm sort of mixing seasons here, I have this Day at the Lake quilt behind me, and then we're talking about Christmas. But the reason for that is because Irene talked about this Day at the Lake quilt last week, and then by the end of the day, all the kits were gone. So we thought we didn't want everybody to miss out on them, so we made some more. And these are our new Day at the Lake quilt kits. I think these are $79.99, and they have everything you need to make this quilt top behind me that Irene has already made. And also, if you have some fabrics that would work well in this format, we also have just the pattern. If you'd like to purchase just the pattern. And I'm not sure about the pattern being on the Facebook Live page, but both of these are definitely up on the website if you're interested. So this is really a fun project. I think Irene did this in a weekend, but she's a speed queen too, so might not be a weekend job for everybody. But this is a really great quilt if you have a lake cottage or you like to camp at the lake. And I know we have a lot of people who come up to the shop from the lake because they have found us, which is great. So that is available. I think there are 5 or 6 left. All right, I think that is all that's new, and I have been looking in the comments. Oh, I see Debbie Fries has a question that says, what is the price per yard? I'm guessing you're talking about the Santa's Workshop, and the price per yard on that is $13.59. So, and that's for all of the prints. None of them are digital, so $13.59 is the price on that. And then if there are other questions, I can't see them because as they come up, and I've been trying to watch them, but I may have missed something. If so, I will look in the comments after and answer them in the comments. So, and I don't see any more coming in. Hi, Rose. Hi, Noreen. Hi, Sally. Hi, Jackie. So the last thing that I have is our 3 for Thursday. We do this every Thursday. And a lot of these are items that we've had here for a while and they're ready to find a new home. and today is no exception. I do have a little bit of a theme here because, as I mentioned, we went out for my mom's birthday last night, and today is her birthday, in fact, July 24th. It's also another friend of mine's birthday, Cordelia, but I'm not going to give out anyone's numbers, but my mom is celebrating, and so we have chosen to do this birthday presents pattern as one of our 3 for Thursday items. And this is one of those patterns that has several different sizes on the back. So you could make a baby, a lap, a twin, a queen, or a king, all with this pattern. And it's very fat quarter friendly. So if you wanted to make the baby quilt, it would need 12 fat quarters and then a half yard of binding, and that's it. So this is a great project to make if you want to showcase some nice bold blenders or whatever. You could do this in a black and white or grays or whatever, but this is originally $10 and it is now $5.99. It's called Birthday Presents. We have a few of them. The other thing, this is a Notion, and this is a great tool. It's called the Non-Slip Quick Trim and Circle Ruler Extra Large. And it is 4.5 inches wide. You know, Creative Grids likes to do their ½ inch to help us out. And it is 24.5 inches long. So you can trim, cut whatever things, 24 inches or 4.5. But it also has these holes on here. I'm going to do my best. I'm not sure if you can see them, but there's a hole on every 1 inch mark. And then there are little holes down here at the bottom, right here. And the purpose of those is to help you to draw circles. So if you have a pattern and you want to draw a circle that's 24 inches in radius or less, you can use this tool to do so. Maybe not 24. No, sorry, 23, because there isn't a hole. There isn't a hole in the 24. But anyway, you could draw a big circle with this. And the original price is $32.49. And I think I wrote down, yep, the new price is $17.99. So that's a great deal on a great ruler. So if you are interested in that, then hop on over to the website and claim it as your own, and we will either have it here for you to pick up or send it out to you, whichever you choose. So those are 2 of them. And then we also always have a fabric that is $5 per yard. So I picked this one because my mom likes the color green. I wouldn't say it's her favorite color, but she tends to do a lot of paint in her house in the color green. Her bedroom when I was growing up was always green. So that is our green dots. They're kind of like hashtaggy dots. And I would say it's a navy blue background. And that's like a jade green. So this is a fun one for if you do collage quilting or applique or any of those things. And this is $5 a yard just for this week. So come and check it out or order it on the website, either way. And just as a review, we have our 1 thing birthday presents, our 2 thing, which is this quick trim circle ruler, $32.49 down to $17.99. This is $10 down to $5.99. And then we have our $5 fabric. Those are our 3 for Thursday. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. Oh, I almost forgot. I talked to Irene this morning. I think we were ready to talk at like 7:30 this morning. We had some things to chat about, and we're both early risers, so it worked out fine. But she wanted me to let you know that she is hopefully going to be going live on this Facebook page, on the Town and Country Facebook page, later on, so that she can show us all the fun things that she's getting to see at the main quilt show. So watch for that. I don't know what the settings you would have to have are, but if you are a follower of this page, I think it's probable that you'll get a notification when she does go live so that you can watch it at the time and maybe ask her questions. But if not, you'll be able to see it. It'll be on the page for 30 days. So, and I think that is all. So thank you so much for joining me. I see that there are 10 of you now, and it's been really fun to be able to see who's here. So thank you for that. And I will see you next week. And I hope you all stay cool. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.